Welcome back. You're still watching Weekend Live on SABC2. In our traditional celebration of buildings, structures and architecture here at home, this week we take a look at the Civitas Building in Pretoria's Central Business District. The building that houses the Department of Health is architect Linda Mampuru's favorite architectural structure.
We are at the moment in Pretoria Central at the corner of Struben and Andre Street. This building is known as Civitas, and it is housing the Department of Health and its ministry. This building is interesting for me because it has the underpinnings of key and fundamental architectural principles, namely your extrinsic and intrinsic performance issues. Okay? In terms of extrinsic performance issues, you will notice that this is quite if you stand from a distance, this is quite a tall building. You'll see that it dominates the skyline of Pretoria and that it makes a strong and bold statement. Secondly, it makes a political statement in the sense that it speaks to the political objectives of the government. It responds to the needs of the Department of Health directly. And also, in the course of the project, there was a component that was geared towards labor-intensive methods of construction, which incorporates the EPWP program, where we provide opportunities for young people. In terms of thermal performance, this building performs very well and it's primarily due to the glass facade. This is an imported glass facade. The glass facade is a double-layer system with a thermal cavity in between, or sometimes known as a thermal zone. How that helps the building is that when you have solar heat rays that strike the facade at daytime, some of those solar rays are reflected back into the atmosphere, whereas some of them are actually absorbed into the first layer of the glass facade, of which some of those will be transmitted into the thermal zone or the thermal cavity, which is where most of the thermal heat will be lost, okay? What then happens is that solar energy is then converted into two types of energies, your heat energy and your light energy. Now, the glass facade actually allows as much light energy as possible into the building, therefore reducing the demand on artificial lighting. It is blue and green in color, for the simple reason that blue and green are the colors in the spectrum that have the highest resistance to ultraviolet rays, okay? So all of that helps in terms of the building performing well thermally and reducing the thermal loads and supplementing the existing HVAC system, which is your artificial ventilation. I also like the fact that the building is quite accessible to the public. It's right in the middle of the city and it's not hidden from anyone. So it makes it quite amenable and user-friendly.